one more thing. I have one more
Yes,
thing.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So I had a secret for you guys. Nate Tice is the sports writer for
Mhm.
the Athletic. He is getting a lot of retweets and shares on his most recent top 10 quarterbacks, and we are a podcast who ranked top 10 quarterbacks. So I wanted to get your guys' reaction straight on for this list.
I saw his
Oh,
dumb.
Jesus
I
Christ,
All
saw it.
right,
I
no.
saw it.
and I know there is like I agree with like 9 of the guys here. I think outside of like Jordan Love, I think everybody is in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I mean,
I would probably lob Jared
T-Law
Goff
at
at
9?
10. I would move Dak up a spot. I'd probably put Stroud over Lawrence at 8. I'd put Goff over Lawrence at 9, but I'd have Lawrence at 10. But everything else, like, you could flip Lamar, Allen, and Mahomes any week for me. And you'd be right. I think Burrow, Herbert, Stafford at 4, 5, 6 is perfect. But I just wanted to hear you guys' opinion, especially we have an Eagles fan in here. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I have not said anything through this point. For the most part, I think it's a fine list. But are you really telling me Trevor Lawrence and Jordan Love are a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts? Like, I'm just so sick of
yeah.
it. I can't do it anymore. Like, I don't know what more he has to do, right?
Mhm.
Like, I had said it previously. There is no winning for him because he either wins it all and wins the Super Bowl MVP, where he absolutely blows out this dynasty of our generation, and people are like meh, or he's just bad, and everyone's like, aha, we're right.
Yep.
So there's not winning with Jalen Hurts, and that's kind of the point that I'm at when I just discuss him in general with people. I mean, you guys know where I had him. I had him in like that 6 to 7 range as is, but I can't. The discourse around him, I just can't do as an Eagles fan because there's no getting through to anyone because you can again he can do all this stuff and everyone will just say, well, he had a super team. So
You
there's
want to
nothing you can
know,
do.
where my head's at? Everything's fine except Love needs to be off of this list. Lawrence needs to be off this list. Goff needs to be on this list. Jaden Daniels needs to be on this list. Right now, he is a top 10 quarterback. I think that he at least just makes the list. Matt, for the most part, I think, you were right. Prescott, I think I underrated, I believe,
Yes.
when we were doing the quarterback ranking. So I would move Prescott up
Listen, my
one.
Dak Prescott, I think his like if you swapped Baker for Dak right now, and Baker now had to wear the star on his helmet, and Dak gets to go tear it up in Florida. I think people's opinions on Dak gain significantly. I think there's a lot of Cowboys bias in our business, and I don't like that because I'm a Dak Prescott guy. I love Dak
Well,
Prescott. So.
also I'd like to revisit this because this was God, this would have been 3 years ago
Baker
now at
was a
this
name.
point.
I threw out Baker because Baker was a name that people were really upset he was off this list too. And I don't
Yes,
see it. I
I
honestly I don't see it.
I agree,
Knowing Baker.
but it's not to like toot my own horn because at the time it was kind of like a poop post
Mm-hmm.
more than anything. But Matt, I know you can look back because me and you got into an extensive like what would have been like a 2 to 3 day discourse on this. But 3 years ago, I said Dak Prescott and Jared Goff are the same tier of quarterback. And I said they're basically the same guy. And I remember, what are you talking about? And like, and people
Yeah.
were mad.
Yes.
People were mad.
Yeah. I mean,
No,
one gets to operate with Ben Johnson, the best offensive line in football, and a very buttoned up offense. The other gets to
it also
hey,
operate
hey,
with
Mike
CD
McCarthy, let's run
wide
some of our
receivers.
West Coast hits. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Let's not act as if Dak. Given obviously, I'm not saying Dak has a super team.
I
I'm
know
not
what
saying,
you're saying they're in the
but
same
like
tier. But
he
like at
has
the
a very good
time,
offensive
like Goff
line.
had like no like Goff was at his all time low stock and you said that. I remember that.
This
He
is the
was
list.
He was at his all-time low stock, but it proved
You're throwing
to be
Daniels
correct,
over
though.
Stroud.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's led a team that was arguably worse to a better spot.
In the weaker division or in the weaker conference, yes. I'm just gonna be hesitant on the Daniels thing. All right.
Yes.
I'm just
remember where we talked about Stroud this time last year.
Yeah, I'm pausing a little bit. We can like swap in and out, but I'm being hesitant again because I still think Stroud is tremendous. But
Yes.
hey, he threw double-digit interceptions, so now he's bad. Is kind of the
Yeah.
discourse I hear.
The media
He's still top
flipping on
10.
him- The media flipping on him is so weird because again, this time last year we were talking about him the same way we were talking about Daniels, and then
Not the same place
it wasn't even over the course of the year. It was over the course of the last like month that people were like, "Well, is Stroud actually even that good of a quarterback?" Like, I don't know. It's the dead of it is the butt crack of the offseason. People just need something to talk about, which is why we're having these dumb discussions about CJ Stroud.